Not a civilian, I'm a citizen.
It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Leading the Vikings here, head coach Kevin O'Connell. These guys hoping that one loss last week doesn't become two here. On the opposing sideline, the Giants head coach. These guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. With Brock Keyword, I'm Kate Skies. Here's Graham Gano to get us started. And off we go for MetLife. On the return, here's Miles Price. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. And here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year. The 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss. But he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week. And neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
Illegal forward pass.
Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. So not just the yardage, Brock, but the illegal forward pass also cost them the down. It's second and long. From the shotgun, McCarthy. The left side brought in by Hockenson. You get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, Sam headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
That'll be the first and more. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And bringing them out, one of 2 quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
Touchdown! The Giants don't need long to take a 6-0 lead.
Well, that was quite a way to begin this game, Kate, offensively. Quite a worrying way for those 11 guys defensively. We know that stopping the run's a core component of all of these defensive game plans, and they just put that plan through the shredder.
Attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. On the return, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And it's certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Right side, this is into the hands of Felton. And he's brought down at the line. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. He's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Completes downfield to Felton. And his great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 23 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock. You already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
2nd down carry for Jones. And into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. So 20 yards on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Vikings.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. He's keeping it. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. Set up. 60 Bison, 60.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings trim the lead to 1. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, you play action game, rewards follow on the back end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. This return starts at the 5. And this will give them some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. Giants taking the field for their 2nd possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Now here's Cam Scannaboo on the ground. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Dart. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down from the 42. Running with Scannaboo. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They start out 2nd and 10. Going right back to Scannaboo. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Third down now. Here's Dart. Oh, he puts some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that has stayed one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And now they face 2nd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Has the connection to Hopkinson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Giants going dime coverage here, Brock. 6 DBs out there, 3rd down. Play action, McCarthy. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Ryan Wright on to punt. Return amounts to much. They bring him down. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scannaboo. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
the gun this time. Here's Dart. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Jamie Gillen on now to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Vikings now set to take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Finds now Jones and the football comes free. But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get to it. Crisis averted. They keep possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee.
Makes a man miss. He's off. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. A gain of 15 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. 2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack. On the shotgun, McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get some late points and the lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Washington now to return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Giants offense all set to get started. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Let's go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. Brings up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
It's second down.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for second down and 13. Chased out to his right. And he gets back to the line, but no more. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly,
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And hey, we see a lot of the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Giants take over now late in this first half. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw, here starts. This is a heater going deep. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
there's a big part of me that even through all these interceptions this year appreciates the gunslinging nature of this rookie quarterback. But the other side of me knows that when you get a narrative written about you and you become turnover prone, that can be a really tough narrative to change.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Now it's McCarthy. He tucks it and takes off. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but they will avoid the hit. Smart play there, and that's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. McCarthy throwing here. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Kirk connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers. But that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. He's looking deep once again. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Final 3 weeks of the regular season. The regular season witching hour, when playoff teams become also-rans and also-rans become playoff teams. Let's dive in. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at venerable Soldier Field. The Bears at home to take on their NFC North rivals, the Packers. And let's watch Josh Jacobs. He gets a seal here, and up the alley he goes. We go from there to this, the NFC title game rematch from a year ago. Eagles and Commanders, this one in D.C. And it's Jalen Hurts on target to his big play receiver, Devontae Smith. 36 yards for the touchdown. The Eagles come away with an 8-point victory. One more to show you, and it's out in Seattle, the Seahawks hosting the LA Rams. And it's Puka Nacua. He had his way with the defense from beginning to end. How about 4 touchdown catches in the game? The Rams win their second straight as they get the victory here. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants offense with the football. They'll get it first in this second half. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7.
Here we go.
On the handoff, here's Scannaboo. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Hey! Cougar 19!
Scannaboo now on the gun. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So 4th down coming up.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Kevin O'Connell getting his Vikings offense out for another drive. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. First down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go.
I'll start with a give to Jones. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Michael McFadden able to make the play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
We send a man in motion. Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On the shotgun, McCarthy. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
On play action now, McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down, but still a very good gain. They picked up 12, third and short. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Third down, here's Jones. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up.
A 43-yard attempt.
Reichert connects there. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
It's everything he has under this one. He lays out for it and makes the catch. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Driving forward with Scatterby. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Dart. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Desperation time here. It's on target to Johnson. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10.
Aren't going to throw again. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Dart setting in to throw here. He's got it at the 5. And he has the New York touchdown. The Giants now within 1 score in the 4th. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown.
I know know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants get it back to within 6.
Giants 14.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here's Rodgers. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Look at that power. Deep left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Still on his feet. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now here comes the New York offense. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. On 1st down, it's Scatterboo. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Let's go now.
It's Scatterboo on 2nd down. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Here we go. Bravo 80. Take off.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. He lofts it deep right side. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Darts out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He'll throw it. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. 4th down, that much tougher.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
4th and forever coming up.
19.
Looking to throw. Sends this to the end zone. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it. Brock, they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
From the gun, Jones gets it. He finds space, middle of the field. Oh, he lost the football. It looks like the Giants got to that one.
Well, that was such a nice run with great explosiveness and vision to get free. But you saw he was moving near the end of that kick. You almost felt like a little fatigue set in, and that created the opening. What they say about fatigue? You make cowards out of all men. I'll tell you what fatigue does on a football field. You can lose the ball security in the ball just like that.
Here come the... So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Vikings up by 6. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Now give up the middle to Jones. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Motioning the tight end left. They're going to pass it here. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. But we need more of those as they trail by a score. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Giants with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Reichert. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Reichert connects there, and that'll make it a 2-score game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Starting from the 5. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Throwing on 1st down. It starts. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT.
Obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from New York.
The finish line is in sight. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 16. We start with a good matchup in the NFC. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. This a big play late in the ball game. The Vikings got the win in this one by 9. From there, we check out another big late season game, playoff implications here. And this is Rashee Rice. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 75 yards this one goes, the catch and run for the score. The Chiefs get their 11th win on the year as their great season rolls on. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's Aaron Rodgers hooking up with his tight end, Pat Freiermuth. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Steelers get their 9th win of the season as they get the victory here. So that'll do it for us as we look forward to what should be a fantastic final 2 weeks of the regular season. I'm Scott Hansen. Happy holidays from all of us at EA Sports.